Well, good morning. This is our second try to do this video this morning.
I said something really stupid that I will not say again.
We don't edit our videos, so once in a while, if it gets out of hand here, I gotta just delete.
I have to do that too.
And it's in our intros when that happens. So, anyway, we're back. We are Sue. Our dogs Boo Boo and Buster are wandering around the studio.
Buster's over by the door.
And that guy.
I'm feeling 100% better, guys.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
1 hour of sleep in the last 24 hours, but it was a good hour, and sickness is rapidly leaving this.
He's starting to feel better, and we hope for more of those days.
Yep.
Anyway.
What are we doing today?
Okay, so we were introduced to Ren.
Right.
Right then. Sorry, I do terrible British accent, but since Chinchilla is British, then I wanted to do something.
Yeah.
The Beatles. We were introduced to Chinchilla when we learned of Ren and we watched them together. And so we haven't seen her since, but wow, were we impressed with her pipes. And she introduced something April 21st, and we would like to react to it. It's called Little Girl Gone.
Okay.
Sounds like it might be a little sad.
Well, not
well, you know, like the little girl, the innocence is gone. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it's about, but that's what makes me think of it.
That's actually a good call, I think.
But it doesn't make me think of that movie Gone Girl. It just... what are you doing? Over here.
No, honey, I'm moving this just a skosh.
You want to cut my head off?
No, I want to make sure when I lean back.
I can react like this.
You know, it's a thing. It's a whole thing with her always.
It's always.
We can't just get through. We just.
No, always has to be some shenanigans.
Usually, actually, shenanigan guy.
All right, let's see what this young lady's gonna do today.
Say that again, I didn't quite hear you mess with the wrong bitch. So I heard you're back in town and haven't changed a bit, man. You get off talking down to the little man. Time you get what you deserve. Wow, you're so fucking stupid. Been a while since my head was this polluted. Lucky I know my own word. So you wanna fight me? Are you big enough? Kick the back of my knee. Are you serious? You keep on trying, boy. I like your blood on my teeth, just a little too much. So bite me, slap me around the face. Now I'm twisting your arm till I hear it break. I get stronger every day. Yeah. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, bang. Say that again, I didn't quite hear ya. Mess with the wrong bitch in the wrong era. I've been at work and I got my badge of honor. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw ya. Hands on my head, help every day. You ding ding, hold my earrings for my debut. Cause I pack a punch backed into a corner. Come at me, don't tell me I didn't warn ya. Did you think I'd be easy? Snap me like bamboo, pull me into the soul.
I'm going to roll it back just a minute. Let me say two things, and I will not stop it again. That unflattering picture of her tongue out of her mouth does nothing for me, and I wish they'd, and I know this is the lyric video, that's fine, but the lyrics on this are outstanding, and she does sound like, if they took Ren and cloned him and made a girl, it would be her. And I don't know who came first, Ren, it doesn't matter.
I got it here.
Okay, we got it. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Did you think I'd be easy? Snap me like bamboo, pull me into the sole of your jackboot. Wish I could bottle the taste, cause I drink up that look on your face. So you wanna fight me? Are you big enough? Kick the back of my knee. Are you serious? You keep on trying, boy. I like your blood on my teeth, just a little too much. So bite me, slap me around the face. Now I'm twisting your arm till I hear it break. I get stronger every day. Yeah. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, bang. don't tell me I didn't warn you. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, faster. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw you. Birds in my head, up every day. You ding, hold my earrings for my debut. 'Cause I pick a punch back into a corner. Come at me, don't tell me I didn't warn you.
Woo! Wow.
She is a badass.
I mean, that,
She's a badass, man.
it reminded me very much of Ren, right? It had the same kind of flow. It was different enough, especially with her voice and all. Again, I don't mean to be so petty, but that picture just kind of annoyed me.
Stop
It wasn't
worrying
good.
about it.
Really?
You can always get on the picture.
Yeah, I mean, can I not say something about it?
Well,
Don't do
you-
that. I mean, don't
Okay.
dismiss my feeling. You're
Okay.
asking me to respond. My response is, if I was gonna do a lyric video, just take that damn picture off and put the damn lyrics up, that's all.
Okay.
It was distracting to me. I kept looking at her on her back, sticking her tongue out at me. It bothered me.
To me, it was
Eventually,
kind of
this
a
is coming
Gene
back to
Simmons
you later.
badass thing.
No, not at all. Not
Okay.
at all.
Well,
And anyway, Gene Simmons didn't stick his tongue out until he had his makeup on, right? If he didn't have his makeup on, someone would have kicked his ass.
all right. Well, what do you think of the groove,
I don't
the
even think I can
music?
think about the music now because, no, I'm teasing.
Okay.
I thought it was great. It did remind me a lot of Ren. And it's a style of music, right, that I'm not accustomed to. And so, like Ren and her play a style of music, and I'm sure there are other people doing that style. They can't be the only two. And
You
so,
said, we were talking about Ren the other night, and then I'll get off him onto her, but you said all the things he was doing with Sam were like, at times it was like ska.
he had some ska in there.
Yeah.
She had ska, she had some rap.
Yeah.
So it's really like funky R&B. And like the Ren song where he does.
Yeah.
So there's all these different flavors, and I'm in my 60s, right, and she's following behind me. But for us to listen to something like this at our ages and go, that's really good, because I think a lot of people would shut themselves off to something like this. But even as an older guy, I see musicality, and I guess it's hard for me to articulate a lot right now, but because I hear musicality in it, right? It's not just different for different sake. And there
Right,
was
right.
that. I mean, when I was a kid, in the 70s we had Kiss and all that, and then in the 80s we had, the Ramones and 70s and 80s, and some of that music to me was just change for change's sake.
Yeah.
Right? This is not that. This is very musical, but it's different. It's not your father's rock and roll. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and just the way she could go from her singing voice which is really beautiful,
Yes.
and you hear it at times, but you hear more of, it's maybe equal amounts of the rapping
Yeah.
and some of the other effects she uses her voice for. So I'm so impressed with her wide range of the use of her voice, and the lyrics to the song were awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too.
I loved it. I mean,
They were in the
I
girl
don't
fight,
mean-
right? It was a girl on girl fight, right? So what
Not necessarily, no.
that's what I thought it was.
No, because I think it was. I
A
could
guy
see.
girl?
Yeah, because
Okay.
she said not in this era. I'll turn around and give you a
I thought,
roundhouse
but
kick.
I thought she said something about pulling on her earrings or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Honestly,
well,
we'd have to watch it again.
when you get in a fight, apparently you take your earrings out. So get someone to hold your earrings, and then
I don't wear one anymore. I have one for years.
yeah, it looked pretty stupid.
I got a navel ring.
No,
My
you
earring looks
don't.
stupid. How did my earring look stupid?
I don't know.
You never even saw me with my earring.
I know, but I remember back then when all the guys were getting them, and they looked stupid.
I got one for a number of years. Lemming.
Joe has two.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
he's a
know.
great looking kid. Has Joe ever been on he's been on my channel with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
we would digress so much.
Yeah, we do.
Love it.
I just think that some of her rhymes and the way she puts words together aren't just to rhyme. They're actually poetry, and some rhyme and some don't, but her lyrics are so poetic. There's just a myriad of meanings and pictures in her words. And
I agree.
I'm proud of her.
Too.
I wish her so much success. I read in the description under the video that, you know, she's doing this all on her own, and I think she'd love to have a record label. She's trying to get her name out there. So apparently it seems like after 4 days, 5 days, she's gotten quite a number of views. So I hope we can add to that. And
honestly, it's just my opinion, and just from friends I know from the industry and stuff, and the little bit of time I spent in the music industry. Don't worry about a record label, dude. Do it on your own. Create your own record label with Ren. You know, get that out there. Anyway.
yeah,
my
they
thoughts.
could be cohorts.
They'll
I
make
mean,
a
they're
whole lot
very
more money doing
different,
it that
but
way.
they're also from the similar areas.
I don't know that they're, I don't think they're all that different. She's a girl, he's a guy, but she does very similar music to what he does. It's my opinion.
I was talking about where they're from.
Oh, okay.
She was, I think, born and raised in London, and he's in Brighton, but someone said he's Welsh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but yeah, those, very interesting things, the way they paired when they worked together. Probably they were so in sync because they, like you said, they have so many similarities, but then they also, the differences they could bring out. I'd like to watch that one again. I hope they do another collaboration.
Me too.
All right, well, listen, thank you guys so much for joining us. At the bottom of your screen, there's 2 buttons. One is to subscribe to our channel, and the other one is to donate with PayPal if you see fit. And if you'd give us a thumbs up, that would be awesome. Share with your friends, hit the notification bell, and comment down below. If you know more about Chinchilla, we'd love to hear it. So,
Love the codes.
Yeah, and I just don't know that much about her. Like, we learned a lot about Ren from you guys, and then he's done different shorts and stuff talking about his life. His music tells about his life, but we want to know about her now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, so until we see you again, be blessed.
Hey, and don't hurt anybody.
I want to hurt Buster, but I won't.
Please don't.
I won't. But what? He just tore up all my flowers.